So can you just speak to what it felt like today to go through a practice and looks like you're ready to get back on the court?
Yeah, I mean, just feel good enough to play at this point. I mean, been frustrated sitting out for so long, but when I have an ankle sprain as bad as I did, it just takes time. Sometimes take a little bit longer than others, but I'm happy to be back. Yeah.
So to confirm, the plan is for you to play tomorrow?
Yeah. If anything, I mean, hopefully nothing happens. Knock on wood. But yeah, I expect to be playing tomorrow. Yeah.
When we talked to you in San Francisco,
Yeah.
you were talking about the swelling kind of still being relieved. So all of that's kind of cleaned up, and you don't have the swelling anymore?
I mean, I could play. I mean, that's what it is right now. We all go. Everybody's going through something at this point. I mean, so I'm good enough to play. I mean, ankle sprains, they linger for a little bit of time, but my ankle's good enough to play on right now without causing severe pain or anything like that. So I'm good. Yeah.
Baca said you were going through just like 2-on-2, 3-on-3s, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And as you said in San Francisco, you're like, I don't want to be a cone out there. Was that
Yeah.
also part of it, of just feeling like you could participate the way you want to defensively?
Yeah. I mean, with injuries a lot and coming back is you're able to control a lot of your movements in rehab. But once you get into games, especially on the defensive side, it becomes more of a reactive thing. And I wasn't able to react in the way I wanted to off the movement guarding, pick and rolls guarding guys off the dribble without comfort, the comfort I needed to go out there and play. So that was the last little bit of hurdle that I was trying to cross.
You had been back plus minutes for months.
Yeah.
But is there any, I guess 2 parts, any benefit for your knee?
No.
In a way?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
This had nothing to do with taking extra time to let anything else heal. This was legit like a serious ankle sprain that I just had to take care of and get right. Stayed as active as I could to keep the knee going, keep everything feeling fine and somewhat in shape. I feel like tomorrow's going to be a little tough, but it's good. I mean, just got to play through it. That's the only way to break the rust off is to go out there, play through it all. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the process. I'm glad to be back, like I said, and just knowing that, it's going to be difficult the way I've been moving, but I'm confident enough to go out on there and play without feeling pain. Yeah.
So with that, I mean, you've been playing it. I know you've been off for a few weeks. Just lungs-wise, do you anticipate how you
Yeah. I mean, that part, I don't know. I don't know what the minute's going to be like. I don't know what my win's going to feel like until I get out there tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be doing everything I can to somewhat stay in shape, but I think you guys know it's hard. Nothing can emulate, NBA game. Playing with those guys up and down is a fast pace.
Rehab sucks, though. It's horrible, right? I mean, mentally, physically, sometimes it can hurt. It can feel like a lot of work for little reward. What part are you glad you're never going to have to either do again or not do as much as you've been?
The whole process of rehab. Yeah, I think every athlete knows rehab is always worse than actually playing. You do twice as much work. There 3 times as long as you normally are throughout the day. So I don't want to say it's, but I mean, so I'm happy to put that part to the side. But still continue to work on my body overall to be in the best shape and the best strength that I could be going forward.
Bobby had mentioned that he was obviously very excited for whenever you were going to return. He didn't obviously tell us.
Yeah.
2-part question: being out, how would you assess what you've seen from this offense, ball movement, things like that?
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, with Giannis and Dame being the primary ball handlers and playmakers, everybody else has been trying to do a little bit more. They've been stepping out on their role. I think they've been doing a great job. I don't want to use frustration as a word. I think, how do I say it? Like, I feel like the guys felt like they weren't playing up to their potential, and that's just because they had a missing piece out there. Kind of, I like to consider myself a bridge, which is, connecting the pieces and being a playmaker at times, being a scorer at times. So when you lose a guy that can play make and help put other guys in their spots that they're comfortable in, they thrive. So that's what I'm hoping, to add as I come back.
Does 15 games give you guys the opportunity to find that consistency you kind of need before the playoffs?
We need it. We're going to have to find it as quick as we can. Heading into playoffs, you always want to be somewhat playing your best form or best style of basketball. So I think we're in a great spot. We're been through, some rough road trips out on the West Coast, but we learned a lot from ourselves, and we've survived them. I mean, we had a couple bad losses, but still won a couple games. We're still in this 2 through 3, 4, whatever playoff race. So we're in a good spot, I think. Now we just want to, figure out ourselves and, like I said, play the best basketball heading into the playoffs.
Obviously, throughout this process, we'd see you talking to guys on the sidelines, trying to help them out, what you're seeing on the floor. Doc has really leaned into the two-minute game, David Giannis. I'm curious, what are you seeing on the second side right now, as far as you mentioned being a bridge, being a connector,
Yeah.
as far as what you can do?
Yeah, just, letting those guys work that two-man game. And, if it doesn't work, we still got options on this backside where it's not necessarily a catch-and-shoot guy, a guy you have to, maybe come get the ball back from just to help him out. Just a guy that you could throw. I'm talking about myself, a guy you could just, throw it to the second side once nothing happens on that first side, and we still can get some type of action, some type of continuous ball move, or some type of two-man action with me and somebody else on the other side. So I'm excited for it. I mean, we thrived in a couple games that we had together, possessions that we had out there. So hopefully this guy will stop stomping down the stairs when I'm talking. But no, I'm excited to be there, and like I said, just be on that opposite side, just waiting for my opportunity, waiting for those open spots and the open gaps.
Without you, Doc's really leaned into Bobby on that second unit, scoring, creating. Because what have you seen from him to maybe go outside of his comfort zone a little bit, where it's not someone else setting him up, but he's kind of the creator?
Yeah, I think Bobby loved it for sure. I mean, knowing Bobby, but I mean he's been doing that. Not just since I was hurt, not just this season. He's been doing this for a while now, being a primary post-up guy that we could throw it to when we're struggling or just need a basket. So I don't want to take away too much from him because he's rolling right now. I just want to help make it easier for him.